Sardar Patel, the Iron Man, and Narendra Modi, our visionary Prime Minister. What does it take for a state to emerge from a cataclysmic disaster? The spirit to fight back, the resilience to grow stronger, and flair to convert challenges into opportunities. What does it take for a drought-prone state to bring in a green revolution? An innovative idea to interlink the rivers and dams, to lay down the world's largest water network. What does it take for a state to thrive and flourish? An institutionalized arrangement to ensure for one and all wholesome nutrition, sound education, world-class hostel facilities for the underprivileged, affordable shelter, assured livelihood, along with colors of festivals, animated spaces, and an unflinching sense of security and well-being. What does it take for a state to transform cities into smart ones? A holistic system encompassing intelligent transportation, efficient energy solutions, waste management technology, Wi-Fi enabled cities, and a walk-to-work culture. From agriculture to automobiles, from petroleum to power, from trade to tourism. What does it take for a state to surpass milestones in every sector of human pursuit and endeavor? A robust physical and social infrastructure, like developed ports and airports, widespread road and rail connectivity, a statewide gas grid, uninterrupted power supply, and easy availability of skilled labor. It takes the digital empowerment of citizens and of women entrepreneurs and MSMEs, the inimitable hospitality of the people, the economic freedom, political stability, and good governance. A transparent, sensitive, decisive, and progressive government practicing the philosophy of minimum government, maximum governance. Equipped with a will for inclusive growth and sustainable development. A dedication to pursue Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Make in India, Digital India, Clean India, and Stand Up India initiatives in letter and spirit. The zeal to unlock the infinite potential of young India through its startup ventures, and the goal to build a modern India, transforming it from less cash to a cashless, knowledge-based economy. What does it take for a state to transform a small-scale business summit into a global platform? A commitment to the philosophy of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and the valued support of our esteemed partners who helped us create enormous opportunities. Welcome to the land of enterprise. Welcome to India's economic expressway. Welcome to Gujarat, where traditions and modernity exist side by side, offering the best of both the worlds. So, come here, do business, and live life to its fullest in one of the most livable places in the world. The state of Gujarat beckons you to join hands in scripting a saga of success and glory for Gujarat, India, and the world. Let us come under one roof and share amongst ourselves the best that we have to offer to the humankind. Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit 2070, connecting India to the world.
Welcome to Gujarat. Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Vijay Rupani, known for his hard work, perseverance and mass connect, is committed and dedicated for all-inclusive growth and development of Gujarat in all sectors. His government, founded on 4 pillars of good governance, of being transparent, sensitive, decisive and progressive, is all set to take Gujarat to lead from the front in India's growth. We now invite Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Vijay Rupani, for his welcome address.
It is an honor for me and a proud moment for the people of Gujarat to welcome you all to the 8th Vibrant Global Summit 2017. Your presence here is a sign of India's pride of place on the global stage and special place of Gujarat in the Indian economy. This moment, this pride, and this privilege is dedicated to Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, Honorable Prime Minister of India. On behalf of people of Gujarat, I welcome you, Narendra Bhai, to your Gujarat. We commit to stand by your initiatives such as Make in India, Skill India, Startup India, Stand Up India, Digital India, and Swachh Bharat. Friends and dignitaries, warm welcome to His Excellency, the President of Kenya. Gujarat has an old association through the ports of Mombasa and Kutch. We hope to deepen our relationship. I welcome His Excellency, the President of Rwanda, on his first visit to vibrant Gujarat. I am certain that your presence here will lead to closer ties with your nation. I would also like to welcome the Prime Minister of Portugal, often referred to as Gandhi of Lisbon. If I may say, welcome to your second homeland. We have the Prime Minister of Serbia. Serbia's participation in Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit has greatly contributed in building our economic and cultural ties. A warm welcome. We welcome Deputy Prime Minister of Poland, our partner country for this summit, to the land of the good Maharaja. Deputy Prime Minister of Russia, Mr. Rogozin, welcome back to India. This is the largest ever delegation visit from Russia to Gujarat. It is an honor to have you here. I welcome Honorable Minister for Economy, Trade and Industries of Japan, Mr. Seko. You have been the part of all 8 summits since 2003. Your support in mega projects in Gujarat has been highly appreciated. We also welcome Minister for Agriculture and Rural Development, Israel. Your water management techniques and agricultural technology have always inspired us in Gujarat. I extend a warm welcome to Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Development, France. Minister for Upper Secondary School and Adult Education, Sweden. Minister for Energy, Utilities and Climate from Denmark, all from our partner countries. I extend my warm welcome to the Cabinet Minister and Ministers of State of the United Arab Emirates, and to the Minister for Trade and Industries from Vietnam. Your presence reflects the growing cooperation in our regions. Canada has been a long-standing partner. Mr. Amarjit Sohi, Minister for Infrastructure and Communities, Canada, Sat Sri Akal, and welcome to Gujarat. I extend a warm welcome to the Marshal of Podkarpatsy and Marshal for Mazovia from Poland. We are certain to build a strong partnership with you on areas of common interest. Respected Sri Narendra Bhai had visited Astrakhan way back in 2006. I welcome the Vice Governor of the delegation from Astrakhan to your sister state. The United States of America is our partner. I welcome Ms. Nisa Desai Biswal, Assistant Secretary, Department for State, Mr. Barry O'Farrell, Special Envoy from New South Wales, from our partner Australia, and senior official from our partner the Netherlands. We also welcome Mr. Lubogo Kenneth, Member of Parliament and Chairperson, Committee on Trade, Tourism and Industries, Republic of Uganda. Diplomats and delegates of around 100 countries are here in this room. I thank you, each one of you, for your presence and support to India and Gujarat. I welcome you all. We are also happy to have with us the President of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, Mr. Jin Likan. We hope that we can always look forward for your support. We are indeed proud to welcome Honorable Governor of Gujarat, Sri O.P. Kohli and Honorable Finance Minister, Sri Arun Jaitley. It is also a matter of pleasure to welcome my colleagues, Sri Devendra Fadnavis, Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and Prema Khandu, Chief Minister, Arunachal Pradesh. We believe the development of every state is important for national progress. Friends, Gujarat is often referred as one of the most developed states in India, a state with business-friendly ecosystem, entrepreneur spirit and vision for development. This has been possible due to the support and investment of global CEOs and leaders of the Indian industries, many of whom are present here. We appreciate your commitment and assure you of all cooperation. I acknowledge the presence of the ministers and government officials from the Government of India and diplomats. Your support has been remarkable. I extend a special and warm welcome to the representatives from the MSME sector. You are the backbone of our economy. You represent the bricks on which economy of Gujarat has been built. I welcome the media persons who have contributed in highlighting this event. You have taken our growth story to the world and brought the world to our doorstep. Distinguished guests, I assure you that 4 days or this summit will testify how Gujarat is connecting India to the world. It will showcase how Gujarat is at the forefront of implementing the vision of our respected Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Bhai Modi. Friends, Gujarat is leading the nation in several sectors such as manufacturing, infrastructure, renewable energy, and smart cities. We believe in reforms and are driven by progressive policies. Our state ranks high in ease of doing business, in economic freedom, and in investment potential. Gujaratis move with a positive attitude. I take leave to speak a few words in Gujarati now. મારા વાલા ગુજરાતીઓ, વર્ષ 2003માં આપણા નરેન્દ્રભાઈએ વાઇબ્રન્ટ ગુજરાત સમિટ શરૂ કર્યું. આજે વાઇબ્રન્ટ ગુજરાતની એક બ્રાન્ડ બની ગયું છે. હવે એ માત્ર સમિટ નથી, એ ગુજરાતની ઓળખ છે, જેના થકી ગુજરાતમાં મૂડીરોકાણ કરવા અને ગુજરાતીઓ સાથે બિઝનેસ કરવા દેશભરથી વિદેશમાંથી લોકો ઉમટી આવે છે, જેને કારણે આજે આપણે દાયકાથી ડબલ ડિજિટ ગ્રોથ સિદ્ધ કરી શક્યા છીએ. છેલ્લા 15 વર્ષથી દેશભરમાં રોજગારી આપવામાં સૌથી ગુજરાત આગળ રહી શક્યું છે. નિત નવા સાહસિકો ઊભા થયા. ગુજરાતી યુવાનો જોબ સીકરથી જોબ ગીવર બન્યા. ગ્રામ્ય વિસ્તારમાં કૃષિ, ડેરી, એગ્રો પ્રોસેસિંગમાં નવા અવસર ખુલ્યા. આદિવાસી વિસ્તારના વિકાસમાં પણ આપણે અગ્રેસર રહ્યા. શહેરોનું નવું પરિવર્તન મળ્યું. બંદરોને અભૂતપૂર્વ વિકાસ થયો. ગુજરાતનો વિકાસ સંતુલિત અને સાર્વત્રિક છે અને રહેશે. જે અવસરો આ સમિટમાં આપને મળનાર છે, મારા યુવા ગુજરાતીઓ આ તકને ઝડપી લઈ અને ગુજરાતના વિકાસની નવી સીમાઓ સુધી પહોંચાડશે તેની મને ખાતરી છે. ફ્રેન્ડ્સ, Honorable Prime Minister has taken India forward towards a clean and digital economy. With his recent initiatives in Gujarat, we support this initiative strongly. In a short time of 2 months in Gujarat, 1.5 million new bank accounts have been opened. 7.5 million rupee debit card have been issued. Fertilizer dealers, LPG dealers, petrol pump have been made digital. Vegetable vendors and fair price shops are next on our list. Within 1 month, 450 villages have been made 100% enabled for digital payment. Training for digital payment has become a mass movement in Gujarat. We are confident that this vision of Honorable Prime Minister will make Gujarat and India more strong and vibrant. Honorable dignitaries and friends, I would like to say again that Gujarat has succeeded and will continue to grow not only because of our initiatives, but because you all have made Gujarat a part of your growth story. You believe in Gujarat and its fundamentals. We believe in strong relationships. A participation of this scale, the presence of such dignitaries today in Gujarat is a huge boost to our collective efforts to realize the vision that Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Bhai Modi has created for Gujarat and now for India. On behalf of the people and government of Gujarat, I again welcome you all to the vibrant Gujarat Global Summit 2017. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. Some of the captains of industry are keen to express their. We are honored to invite Mr. Ratan Tata, Chairman, Tata Group.
Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, Honorable Chief Minister, dignitaries in the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Some years ago, when I attended my first Vibrant Gujarat meeting, I could not help but publicly say that if you were not in Gujarat, you were stupid. And some years later, with great satisfaction, one got to believe that you were indeed stupid if you were not here, because this was one of the fastest growing states. It had the vision and the tremendous execution zeal of Mr. Modi, who built this state into not just a progressive state in India, but a state that when you went abroad, people talked of Gujarat and India almost in the same breath. Subsequently, I had the fortune of, or good luck, of moving our car factory to Gujarat. And soon, again with the leadership of Mr. Modi, Gujarat has become one of the hubs of car manufacturing in India. So I can only say that Mr. Modi's vision, executed and carried out by future prime ministers, future chief ministers, have continued the leadership to make Gujarat one of the leading states in the country. And today, as India approaches the new era that Mr. Modi is leading, Gujarat will be one of the leading states in the country, which ushers in the new India to the world. The digital India, the India for defense and aerospace, of mining, intellectual leadership, and I am extremely proud to be here today. With permission of the Chief Minister, I'd like to say that હું બી ગુજરાતી છું અને આપણે પાછા ગુજરાતમાં આવ્યા છે. Thank you very much and good luck to Gujarat, and thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, for your leadership.
Thank you, sir. We now invite Mr. Mukesh Ambani, Chairman, Reliance Industries Limited.
Most respected Prime Minister Shri Narendra Bhai Modi ji, Honorable Chief Minister Shri Vijay Rupani ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm good afternoon. I am privileged to be here at the 8th Vibrant Gujarat Global Investor Summit. I am fortunate to be present at every single Vibrant Gujarat Summit out of all 8. And what a transformation it has been from Tagore Hall in 2003 to the magnificent Mahatma Mandir. Whatever Narendra Bhai, our Prime Minister, envisages, he executes, and we have seen it over the last 10 years in Gujarat. Most respected Pradhan Mantri ji, history will record you as a great transformative leader. You first transformed Gujarat. You are now transforming India with a series of historic and visionary initiatives. No leader in the world has changed the mindset and behavior of so many people in such a short time. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Make in India, Digital India, Skill India, Startup India are initiatives that have galvanized all Indians. These initiatives have won the respect for India in the world. And no wonder this has resulted in India receiving its highest ever foreign direct investment in its history in recent times. Digital India and your other initiatives will make India one of the strongest and the most prosperous nations in the world. On behalf of industry, I take this opportunity to reaffirm our fullest support to realizing your vision and aspiration for India and Indians. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to congratulate the Honorable Chief Minister Shri Vijay Rupani for carrying forward the legacy of vibrant Gujarat, being bigger and better each time. Gujarat has also attracted the highest FDI among all Indian states and is #1 state in India in the ease of doing business in 2015. Let me warmly congratulate entire Team Gujarat. Ladies and gentlemen, as Ratan said, we are proud that Reliance is also a Gujarati company. My father started Reliance's journey in Gujarat. He was born in Saurashtra, and our journey of excellence started from Gujarat. For me, this is a sacred land. Our global scale of investments are an expression of our commitment and faith in the Gujarat story. Our cumulative investment in the state of Gujarat is over 240,000 crores. That is over 45 billion US dollars. It is the biggest investment made by an Indian corporate in a single state. Out of this, in the past 4 years, we have invested more than 125,000 crores in Gujarat, and I am happy to report that we have invested 10,000 crores more than what we had committed or signed as MOUs, and all these investments will be complete by March of 17. These investments provide sustained employment, both direct and indirect, to over 2 lakh people and contribute to Gujarat's export competitiveness. Our partnership with Gujarat's small and medium sector entrepreneurs spans the sectors of textiles, plastic, retail, and now digital services through Jio. We have consistently shown our commitment and faith in Gujarat by developing large businesses here. In return, we have earned the faith and received immense love from the people of Gujarat. In 2014-15, only 35% of Gujarat's population had access to 3G network in Gujarat. But today, more than 90% of the state's population is covered by Jio's 4G LTE network, and by Diwali, 100% of the state will be covered. I'm proud to say that Gujarat is the first state in India to cross the 50 lakh subscriber mark for Jio in less than 90 days. It proves that innovation in India always takes off from this great state of Gujarat. In the coming year, as Jio, we will connect lakhs of merchants and shop to create the commerce and the payment network to support our Prime Minister's cashless digital vision. Jio will connect all colleges and schools in Gujarat so that our future generation students have access to information in the coming year. And Jio will connect all hospitals and medical facilities to create the next generation health and medical infrastructure in our state. Friends, I am grateful to our Prime Minister and the government of Gujarat for giving me an opportunity to lead the Pandit Deen Dayal University. The Reliance Foundation has committed 150 crores to make PDPU one of the top institutes in India. Finally, friends, Reliance's engagement in Gujarat is a partnership to celebrate the spirit of this great state, the spirit to think big, the spirit to act fast, the spirit to lead India to a position of global eminence, the spirit to trigger a billion Indian dreams, the spirit to make what others thought impossible possible. And I salute that spirit. This is the spirit of vibrant Gujarat, of a vibrant India under the leadership of our most respected Prime Minister. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ambani. We now invite Mr. Gautam Adani, Chairman, Adani Group, India.
Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Bhai, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, dignitaries on the dais, captains of industry, and my dear friends. It is an honor to be speaking to such an esteemed audience in my home state of Gujarat. The Vibrant Gujarat Summit is the manifestations of the unparalleled vision of our Honorable Prime Minister. And today, we see the Vibrant Gujarat Summit having been transformed into a global investor summit, attracting the top business and political leaders from all over the world. The impact it has had, not just on Gujarat, but on the entire nation, has been so significant that several other states have adopted the Vibrant Gujarat model and have already seen investment of several lakhs of crores. This series of summits has strategically positioned India as a key destination for international investment. When coupled with enabling policies put forward by the central government, India is now well positioned for several decades of strong growth. Such has been the immense national impact of the Vibrant Gujarat. This year, we have an unprecedented 12 partner countries. Very few states can claim to have brought together such a set of powerful global executives on one platform. Honorable Chief Minister, the scale of the 8th Vibrant Gujarat Summit you have executed is extraordinary. It is the perfect launching pad for further accelerating the transformation of our home state. Friends, Gujarat is Adani Group's Karma Bhumi. 18 years ago, we laid our first brick to start building a humble salt jetty in a remote fishing village called Mundra. Our rapid growth since then is a testimony of the potential and business friendliness of the state. Not only have we continued to invest in Gujarat since the first day of our inceptions, we have significantly accelerated our investment and in the past 5 years have put in over rupees 48,000 crores in Gujarat. Let me now talk about upcoming investments. Adani Ports is India's largest port and logistic business. In the next 5 years, we will invest rupees 16,700 crores to expand all of our Gujarat port locations at Mundra, Dahej, Ajira and Tuna. The key investments will span 2 new container terminals to take our capacity in Gujarat to a massive 10 million TEUs, a 3.2 million ton LPG terminal, and a rail network from Ajira to connect to the upcoming Delhi-Mumbai freight corridor. Next in line with our Honorable Prime Minister's vision to make India the global leader in renewable energy, We recently commissioned the world's largest solar farm of 648 megawatt in a record period of 8 months. We followed this up by commissioning the world's largest greenfield solar cell and module manufacturing plant of 1.2 gigawatt capacity at Mundra. We are further accelerating our investment in Gujarat within the renewable space. Therefore, by the year 2021, our new investment in solar as well as wind development and manufacturing will exceed rupees 23,000 crores. In addition to our infrastructure business, the Adani Group is also making significant investment in expanding its agri footprint. Adani Wilmar is India's largest edible oil business and recognized as the undisputed market leader that sells under the brand name Fortune. As a part of the network of manufacturing units, we currently operate the world's single largest edible oil refinery of 3,400 TPD capacity at Mundra. We are now doubling our manufacturing capacity in Gujarat, and this expansion will us making a combined investment of rupees 1,200 crores across Mundra and Hazira. Of our integrated infrastructure business model, there are two new businesses that will see investment from the Adani Group. These are water and cement. We will be investing rupees 2,000 crores in setting up a series of desalination plants across the state and also build a 10 million ton grassroots cement clinker plant at an investment of rupees 5,500 crores. All this will further make Mundra the most integrated infrastructure complex in the world. Honorable Chief Minister, our belief is reflected in our investment made, and our optimism is reflected in the promises we make. As a proud Indian and a proud Gujarati, I would like to assure you the full support of the Adani Group. Let me summarize by saying that over the next 5 years, we'll invest rupees 49,000 crores in the state of Gujarat and will create direct and indirect job opportunities for over 25,000 local people. On behalf of the Adani Group, I commit to do our part to spread the khushbu of Gujarat across India and the world. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Adani. We now invite Mr. David Farr, CEO, Emerson Electric Company, US.
Thank you. Thank you, Prime Minister Modi, Chief Minister Rupani, and distinguished guests. It's an honor and privilege to be here today, and I'd like to thank the government of Gujarat for inviting me to participate in this global summit. My company, Emerson, is a global manufacturing company that was founded in 1890 in St. Louis, Missouri, and we've been operating here in India since the early 1980s. Across India today, we employ over 6,000 people and have 10 manufacturing facilities and 5 global engineering centers. We have a very strong base of talented, hard-working, dedicated employees right here in India, and I'm very proud of each and every one of them. Our vision is to position Emerson in India as a manufacturing leader for our customers here in India and for our customers in the Middle East and Africa. Over the past 3 years, we've invested over $400 million in our operations and facilities across India, and there's more to come over the next 3 years, up to $200 million more. So Emerson has a vested interest in the future of India. We want to grow our business here and our presence here and be successful. When I attended this event in 2015, honestly, I did not know what to expect. The Prime Minister and his government has just launched the Make in India campaign. They promised to listen to the business community, both the domestics and multinationals like me. and pledged to look at the issues we raised and try to find solutions to make investing in India easier and more flexible. And they did. I stand here before you today, 2 years later, encouraged by the efforts of India, the national and state governments, to make doing business in India much easier. Progress is being made, and I am hopeful for the future in India and will continue to engage Prime Minister Modi in the critical areas and needs to make India successful for the long term with us. As my company looks around the world for where to invest for growth opportunities, we see 5 mega trends driving economic activity in the emerging markets of Asia Pacific, China, Southeast Asia, and India. First, a growing stronger middle class community, consumers with more buying power. Second, continued urbanization and growth of cities. Third, a greater focus on food security and reducing food waste and promoting food quality and food safety. Fourth, the need for more power generation and more reliable delivery of electricity to homes and businesses, and it needs to be cleaner, more environmentally friendly power generation to protect the health and our planet's future. And fifth, the need to have access to health care. Emerson is working here in India with businesses and the government to tackle these issues. It is my hope the economic development campaigns the Indian government has launched over the past 2 years, Made in India, Digital India, Skills in India, will begin to make real progress and steady progress towards the goals that have been established, so important for the future wealth and prosperity of this great nation. To grow manufacturing from 12% of the country's economy to 25% by 2022, as envisioned by Made in India, will require massive investments from all of us around the world. I applaud the reforms implemented thus far in encouraging foreign direct investment. Changes have all been made to make it easier to incorporate a company in India. The central government is encouraging a healthy competition among states for new investments. Transportation infrastructures are happening, the roads and bridges and the rails. All these are significant progresses that I've seen since I've been doing business in India since 1981. India has been known for its universities and graduates and top-notch engineers for years. India needs to put some commitment to excellence towards the vocational schools and technical training for the larger population. I encourage the government to make sure the Skills in India campaign provides the people access to training necessary to compete in today's skilled manufacturing jobs. As a manufacturing, we need those skills to compete here in India and around the world. The Digital India campaign to improve the country's overall connectivity to the internet is also important to industry like Emerson. We increasingly use digital technologies and the Internet of Things to run power plants, factories, and warehouses. These technologies help lead better and safer operations and more efficient for energy and a safer environment for all of us. Each of these campaigns are tackling real issues for the benefit of India's future, and I wish them well and I wish them success. We live in an interesting and challenging times. Our recent elections in the United States made clear that America wants free trade and manufacturing priorities, just like India. I have the honor to serving as the current National Association of Manufacturing Chairman in the United States for the next 2 years, which will be very interesting under the current President-elect Trump. We'll be working with the new U.S. President and the new Congress on issues like corporate taxation, regulations, and trade to help manufacturers grow and compete. Here in India, your companies also want to manufacture be one of the nation's priorities. Manufacturing India is strong, and India will be strong as manufacturing is strong. I'm proud of Emerson helping India create a long-term and sustainable economic and social development. I'm proud and excited for the 6,000 Emerson employees in this great country. We look forward to working with the customers and with your national and state governments to continue to advance the economic progress in India. And I continue to look forward working with the Prime Minister. And I thank you very much for listening and inviting me back to Gujarat to be here today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Farr. We now invite Mr. Toshihiro Suzuki, CEO, Suzuki Motor Corporation, Japan.
Your Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First of all, I feel much honored to be here at Vibrant Gujarat 2017 and would like to convey my hearty congratulations for this prestigious gathering. On behalf of Suzuki Group, I would like to extend my gratitude and compliment to the Government of India for bold policy action and efficient execution. Supporting from Government of India for the manufacturing sector is very encouraging for us. Our new automobile plant in Gujarat will start production from next month. I visited the site yesterday and found everything is ready. Production capacity of Gujarat plant will be expanded to 750,000 units in future, on top of existing 1.5 million units in Haryana. Our Gujarat plant will play an important role as production hub of passenger cars for worldwide. In the light of further growth of automobile industry in India, we are eager to establish an automobile industry cluster here in Gujarat. In order to realize that, we will tackle with two things. First, try to invite more and more auto component suppliers to Gujarat, including Tier 2 and Tier 3. Second, try to train and create sufficient numbers of superior manufacturing manpower. We highly appreciate the mission of Skill India to support industry growth. In line with this initiative, we decided to set up a Japan-India Institute for Manufacturing to train school pass-out in technical and soft skills here in Gujarat. With the future expansion of Suzuki Motor Gujarat, I'm quite confident that you will see competitive automobile industry cluster here in Gujarat soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Suzuki-san. We now invite Mr. Peter Huntsman, CEO, Huntsman Corporation, US.
Honorable Prime Minister, distinguished guests, and dear friends, it is certainly a privilege to be able to be here this day. In a time when there is little certainty in global leadership, we find it here in India. In a time when there is courage that is lacking and many decisions that are made around the world, we find it here in India. And at a time when leadership seems to be at a low, we find it in Prime Minister Modi. Mr. Prime Minister, you visited our country this last June. There are many, many, many of us who wish you would have stayed and taken over the leadership of our country. Perhaps this would have been the greatest of India's exports. We add our voice to those others that have been spoken of today in support of the changing conditions that we see and the improving conditions that we see in India. Huntsman employs nearly 3,000 people in India. About half of them are in Gujarat. Every Boeing 787 that is flying today has raw materials that is coming from Gujarat. Every Airbus A350 has component and composite materials coming from Gujarat. The most environmentally friendly textile dyes and chemicals used in the world that are transforming and cleaning an industry come from Gujarat. But perhaps the greatest product at all that comes from Gujarat and comes from India is the talent, the creativity, and the integrity of the people that we have an opportunity to work with. Nearly 30 years ago, my father brought me to this great country, and we met with one of his very dear friends, Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani. At the time, he had two very handsome young sons. My father had 6 sons, and he told us all, "You follow the Ambani boys wherever they go." So I have an opportunity to sit here with them today. But the greatest legacy of our fathers that they taught us was the legacy of the value of a human soul. And to your Prime Minister and to all of you, I would like to make sure that we stay focused, not just on profits, not just on growing businesses, but the opportunity to make society a better place. Those of us in this room that have been blessed with education and with creativity, we have an obligation to give back. We have an obligation to help lift society. We stand at the crossroads of an era in the history of the world where the policies of this government have the ability to change the lives of hundreds of millions of people. Think about that. This shall be our legacy, and to this end, our company, our colleagues, and our family are greatly indebted and very blessed for the opportunity that we have to do business in Gujarat and to do business in India. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Huntsman. We now invite Mr. Jeremy Weir, CEO, Trafigura Beheer BV, the Netherlands.
Respected Prime Minister of India, Chief Minister of Gujarat, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today. We at Trafigura strongly believe that not only does India benefit from a vibrant Gujarat, but so does the international community. The state, which is known as the jewel of the Western India, represents not only the oldest centres of the Indus civilization, but also the most dynamic state of modern and future India. Trafigura is one of the largest global commodity traders, with a turnover of 100 billion US dollars, the group trades annually in excess of 265 million tonnes of energy, non-ferrous and bulk commodities. Trafigura's first investment in Gujarat was a small warehouse in 2008. From the first year of operations, which saw a total turnover of $2.5 million, today one of our single locations in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, has a turnover of over 250 million US dollars, being 10% of our overall domestic turnover. It is this growth that has continuously encouraged us to seek further opportunities in India and in particular Gujarat. In 2016, Trafigura, as part of a consortium led by Rosneft, announced the purchase of 98% of SR Oil for an enterprise value of approximately 13 billion US dollars. We believe this investment not only represents our deep commitment to India as a future manufacturing and consumption market, but also as a commitment to develop India as a regional trading hub linking the Europe, Middle East and Asia Pacific markets. India today overall represents 9% of the group's turnover and 15% of the group's total employee base. Trafigura strongly believes that not only should India take a leading position in global industry through its Make in India initiative, but also, as importantly, develop technology and products which can be exported to international markets. Trafigura, with its key domestic partner Polycab Wires, has announced a joint venture to set up the largest copper rod manufacturing plant in Halol, Gujarat, to be commissioned in the first quarter of 2018. Riker Base will not only be the state-of-the-art plant, but will also have one of the smallest carbon footprints, driving our initiative for a clean and efficient manufacturing process. In conjunction with its industrial and trading investments, Trafigura has also dedicated significant resources in establishing the first digitised refined metal sales and physical supply platform in India in 2014. Not only is Lycos the first digitised refined metals platform anywhere in the world, but more importantly, it was conceptualised, designed and executed in India. Lycos will not only transform access to market and products for small to medium enterprises, but will also digitalise the supply chain and lower costs for large producers and consumers. At Trafigura, we are excited about India's prospects. With the dynamic change we see under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, with initiatives such as Make in India, Digital India, GST, investment in clean energy, to name only a few, we believe India will be one of the fastest growing markets in the world for energy products and industrial commodities for many years to come. The current path-breaking demonetisation drive, we believe, will pay significant dividends in the long run by driving transparency, accountability and higher capita consumption of commodities. This is why Trafigura is investing significant sums in the oil refining and metals processing businesses in India and building our domestic digital trading platform. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all those involved in executing such an exciting and forward-looking conference and wish you all the success in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Breer.
For businesses is a good match for their ambitions and vast opportunities available in our countries. We are here to make it work. I thank you and wish all of us a fruitful summit.
Thank you very much, sir. We are honoured to invite President of Kenya, His Excellency Honourable Uhuru Kenyatta, for his address.
Your Excellency, Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, Your Excellency, the Chief Minister of Gujarat State, Vijay Rupani, captains of industry, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to join you at this 8th Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit. And may I take this early opportunity to thank Prime Minister Modi and the Chief Minister of Gujarat for inviting me to this important summit. This is even more significant given the historic relationship between Kenya and India, and also that the largest segment of the Indian diaspora that calls Kenya home comes from this great state of Gujarat. The state of Gujarat is an important economic powerhouse in India with expertise in sectors and industries that Kenya would wish to benchmark. These sectors include manufacturing and textiles, fertilizers, petrochemicals, agriculture and agribusiness, with special focus also on sugarcane and cotton, mining extraction, natural oil and gas, including coal and tourism. It would be mutually beneficial if we forged a partnership between Gujarat investors and Kenyan entrepreneurs with mutual benefit in mind. Without a doubt, Prime Minister Modi has started something of a revolution here, with high economic growth underpinned by infrastructure, power generation and connectivity, and water availability that has made significant impact on the lives of ordinary citizens. These are tenets that we in Kenya wish to emulate and learn from as we partner going forward. India is an important business partner of Kenya, with investments in a wide range of sectors such as banking, automotive, energy, telecommunications, and health, to name but a few. The Indian investors already in Kenya will testify that an open and safe investment destination with a favorable business environment facilitated by our government's efforts to improve business regulation procedures and requirements. We have also undertaken a wide range of business regulatory reforms aimed at significantly reducing the cost of doing business, something that has been recognized by the World Bank in its 2015 publication of Doing Business, which reported a marked improvement for Kenya, moving 28 spots from number 136 to number 108 in 2015. Ease of starting a business, dealing with construction permits, getting electricity, registering property, getting credit and paying taxes has tremendously boosted investor competitiveness and confidence. To enhance the country's investment attractiveness, my administration has also prioritized infrastructure developments and investment to spur growth and job creation in all sectors of our economy. We have invested in projects and opportunities that include expansion of our ports in Mombasa, our airports and transport corridors, rail links and special economic zones to make Kenya an economic as well as a business hub. There are still opportunities within these infrastructure areas for Indian businesses to consider investing in. Kenya's economy is the largest and most integrated in the East African region, with significant utilization of technology and innovation in business, and it also has one of the highest mobile telephony and internet connectivity on the African continent. The country also has a well-educated, sophisticated, creative, and enthusiastic human resource pool and an advanced financial services sector to serve any kind of investment. And Kenya's central geographical position in the East and Central African region is ideal for investors to use as a launch pad to penetrate the enormous market of over 650 million people of the tripartite free trade arrangement area, which brings together 26 countries in northern, eastern, as well as southern Africa. There are already quite a number of multinational companies with their regional offices in Nairobi, a major regional business and media hub, and you are all invited to join them. I believe this demonstrates that you can have confidence in investing in our country, and indeed, Kenya is proving to be an economy that is stable and growing, with the African Development Bank indicating its 2015 outlook that Kenya defied both domestic and global challenges to attract US $1.9 billion in foreign direct investment in 2015. The World Bank has also projected a continued robust growth trajectory at 5% in 2016, much higher than the global average of 1.5%. Indeed, Bloomberg in 2015 reported that Kenya was the third fastest growing economy in a global survey of 57 economies, putting Kenya alongside China, India, Philippines, and Indonesia as the only economies that were expected to attain over 5% growth in 2016. And indeed, we attained that. These indicators show that we are doing the right things to build a conducive business environment and to ensure robust growth. And we invite you to join in these efforts for a win-win, mutually beneficial result. I encourage Gujarat investors to come and explore the wide range of investment opportunities existing in various sectors, such as transport, water and energy, mining extractives and exploration, medical facilities, pharmaceutical production, fertilizer production, manufacturing and value addition in agriculture, industry, and tourism, as well as emerging sectors in information and communication technology as well. I am optimistic that the outcomes of the dialogue and networking with the Kenyan delegation, that includes also government representatives and the private sector, will be mutually beneficial to the private sector of the two countries. Prime Minister Modi, I do believe that with our deepening partnership, built on shared values of democracy and justice, we can transform our economies and societies for the mutual benefit of our two peoples. Once again, I take this opportunity to invite all of you to visit Kenya and explore the available business opportunities and also experience other beautiful cities as well as the warmth of the Kenyan people. I thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is now time for the release of the policy booklet and a coffee table book. We invite Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to release the policy booklet and coffee table book, specially brought out to mark global summits, which will be presented by Chief Secretary, Government of Gujarat, Additional Chief Secretary, Industry and Mines, and Industries Commissioner, Government of Gujarat. Gujarat has always been a policy-driven state and has taken a leap ahead with developing a compendium of 18 state policies from industrial to agri-food processing to startups. This compendium aims to assist and facilitates investors as part of ease of doing business and further catapult the growth story of vibrant Gujarat. The coffee table book, Summit of Success, is a tale of enterprise, employment, and empowerment. This book presents information about recent projects implemented in Gujarat, from the expression of interest at summits to the commissioning of the projects. The success stories in this book encompass all sectors. Thank you, sir. Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, is a visionary leader working in the mission mode to realize his supreme dream of regenerating and transforming India. His governance model, a development plus model to develop Brand India is based on bold initiatives such as Make in India, Startup India, Skill India, Clean India, Digital India, and financial inclusion. His vision and proactive governance has transformed this business summit from a small beginning in 2003 to this mega event today in 2017, being held in the serene ambience of Mahatma Mandir. We are indeed honored to invite Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, with a thunderous round of applause for his inaugural address.
His Excellency, the President of Kenya, His Excellency, the President of Rwanda, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Portugal, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Serbia, His Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of Russia, His Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of Poland, Governor of Gujarat, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Ministers, Excellencies, and distinguished dignitaries from India and abroad, captains of business and industry, ladies and gentlemen, Bale Padharo. I welcome you all to the vibrant Gujarat Summit. I also wish you a very happy, prosperous, and successful New Year. I fondly recall the modest launch of this event in 2003. Since then, it has been a very successful journey. I express my gratitude to the partner countries and organizations. Our list, which includes Japan, Canada, USA, UK, Netherlands, Australia, Denmark, France, Poland, Sweden, Singapore, and UAE. I particularly thank the initial partner countries of the vibrant Gujarat event, Japan and Canada. Many other prestigious global organizations and networks are also partners of this event. I thank you all of this partnership. Your presence is a source of motivation for business leaders as well as young entrepreneurs gathered here. Without your support, this event could not have seen 8 biennial chapters, each better and bigger than the earlier one. The last 3 events have been particularly big. The presence of political and business leaders from more than 100 countries and a large number of organizations from around the world make this a truly global event. I would urge the participants to reach out to each other and to derive the greatest benefit from this summit. You should also visit the trade show and the exhibition where hundreds of companies have showcased their products and processes. Gujarat, the land of Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, also represents the business spirit of India. Through the ages, it had led in commerce and enterprise. Centuries ago, its people went across the seven seas in search of opportunities. Even today, this state boasts of being the origin of the highest number of our people living and working abroad. And wherever they have gone, they have created a mini Gujarat. We proudly say, જ્યાં જ્યાં વસે એક ગુજરાતી, ત્યાં ત્યાં સદા કાળ ગુજરાત. In other words, wherever a Gujarati resides, there forever resides Gujarat. Gujarat is currently in the midst of the Kite Festival. May the kites inspire us all to fly high. Friends, as I have often said, India's strength lies in 3 Ds: demography, democracy, and demand. Our biggest strength is the depth of our democracy. Some people say that democracy cannot deliver effective and fast-track governance. But we have seen in the last 2.5 years that it is possible to deliver quick results in a democratic setup as well. Over the last 2.5 years, we have also evolved a culture of healthy competition among states. States are being rated on parameters of good governance. The World Bank is helping us in this process. Coming to demography, ours is a nation of a vibrant youth. The disciplined, dedicated, and talented youth of India offers a globally unmatched workforce. We are the second largest English-speaking country. Our youth are not merely looking for jobs. They have begun taking risks and often prefer to become entrepreneurs. On the demand front, our rising middle class offers a huge domestic market. The seas that surround the Indian peninsula connect us to some of the world's biggest markets, including Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. Nature has been kind to us. Our 3 crop seasons enable us to grow food, vegetables, and fruits in abundance. The diversity in our flora and fauna is unparalleled. The richness of our culture and its living symbols is unique. Our institutions and scholars are recognized the world over. India is now an emerging R&D hub. We produce the world's second largest number of scientists and engineers. our entertainment industry is making waves worldwide. All this helps ensure a good quality of life at relatively low cost. Friends, our government was elected first and foremost on the promise to provide clean governance and end the prevailing regime of corruption and nepotism. It is our vision and mission to bring a paradigm shift in the ways of our polity and economy. We have taken a series of decisions and steps in this direction. To give you some examples, we are bringing a shift from relation-based governance to system-based governance, from discretionary administration to policy-based administration, from random interference to technological intervention, from favoritism to level playing field, from informal economy to formal economy. In doing this, digital technology has played a key role. I often said that e-governance is easy and effective governance. I also emphasized the need for policy-driven governance. Online processes help bring speed and openness in decision-making. Toward this end, we are working to adopt and absorb newer technologies to bring about transparency and the end discretion. Believe me, we are on the threshold of becoming the world's most digitized economy. Most of you wanted this change in India. I'm proud to say that it is happening before you. You can see this. Over the last 2.5 years, we have worked relentlessly to realize India's potential and to set right the economy. The results have been encouraging. There has been substantial improvement in key microeconomic indicators like GDP growth, inflation, fiscal deficit, current account deficit, as well as foreign investments. India has become the fastest growing major economy in the world. Despite the global slowdown, we have registered excellent growth. Today, India is a bright spot in the global economy. We are seen as the engine of global growth. World Bank, IMF, and other institutions have projected even better growth in the coming days. In 2014-15, India contributed 12.5% of global growth. Its contribution to global growth is 68% higher than its share of the world economy. Creating an enabling environment for business and attracting investments is my top priority. We have to do this in order to create opportunities for our youth. With that spirit, we are moving towards implementation of some historic initiatives. This includes the Goods and Service Tax, GST, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, the National Company Law Tribunal, a new arbitration framework, and a new IPR regime are all in place. New commercial courts have also been set up. These are just a few examples of the direction in which we are going. My government is strongly committed to continue the reform of the Indian economy. Friends, we have placed the highest emphasis on ease of doing business. We have taken decisive steps to ease licensing processes and rationalize provisions and procedures relating to clearness, returns, and inspections. We are monitoring implementation of hundreds of action points across various sectors aimed at improving the regulatory framework. This is a part of our promise of good governance. The outcomes of our efforts are visible in India's global ranking on various indicators. A number of global reports and assessments over the last 2 years have shown that India has improved its policies, practices, and enhanced its economic profile. India's rank has improved considerably in the World Bank's Doing Business report. India is ranked third in the list of top prospective host economies for 2016 to 18 in the World Investment Report 2016 released UNCTAD last year. Our rank also improved by 32 points, positions in World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Report 2015-16 and 2016-17. We have moved up 16 ranks in the Global Innovation Index 2016 brought out by WIPO and other institutions. We have moved up 19 positions in the World Bank's Logistic Performance Index 2016. You can see that we are moving close to global best practices. Day by day, we are getting more and more integrated with the world. Our confidence has been boosted by the positive impact of our policies and practices. This also gives us the motivation to further simplify our processes to become the easiest place to do business. Every day, we are further rationalizing our policies and procedures to make it simple for businesses to establish and grow. We have liberalized our FDI regime in many sectors and in various ways. India is today among the most open economies. This change in environment has been recognized by both domestic and foreign investors. An encouraging startup ecosystem is now taking shape in our country. This unleashing of the youth power is heartening. The total FDI inflows in the last 2.5 years have touched US$ 130 billion. The FDI equity inflow in the last 2 financial years was 60% higher as compared to previous 2 financial years. In fact, The total FDI inflows received during the last years have been the highest ever. The numbers of countries from where FDI is coming and the sectors in which they are being rooted have also diversified in the last 2 years. India is now the leading recipient of capital investment in the Asia Pacific. It also continues to be among the top 10 countries globally in terms of FDI inflows. But the story does not end here. India had left every other country behind in terms of providing return on investment. In 2015, India has risen to first position in the baseline profitability index. Friends, Make in India has become the biggest brand that India has ever had. It is directed towards making India a global hub for manufacturing, designing and innovation. मैं साथियों ये अनुभव करता हूं, मैं दुनिया में जहां जहां गया, मैं अगर 5 बार मेक इन इंडिया बोलता था वहां, तो होस्ट कंट्री के लीडर्स 50 बार मेक इन इंडिया बोलते थे। एक प्रकार से मेक इन इंडिया ये दुनिया की नजरों में भारत को एक इन्वेस्टमेंट का डेस्टिनेशन बना चुका है। भारत में राज्यों के इनिशिएटिव, केंद्र सरकार का सहयोग, ये संयुक्त प्रयास मेक इन इंडिया के लिए बहुत सारे द्वार खोल चुका है। इस अपॉर्चुनिटी का लाभ हिंदुस्तान के राज्यों के बीच में कंपटीशन पैदा हो, हेल्थी कंपटीशन हो, और वो भी गुड गवर्नेंस एंड इकोसिस्टम के आधार पर हो। कंपटीशन पहले भी हुआ करती थी। 15 साल पहले एक राज्य दूसरे से ज्यादा चीजें दे देता था, दूसरा तीसरे से ज्यादा देता था, देने की स्पर्धा होती थी, आखिर कोई नहीं आता था। लेकिन जहां जहां गुड गवर्नेंस को बल दिया गया, जहां जहां प्रॉपर इकोसिस्टम पैदा किया गया, जहां जहां रेगुलेशंस को ठीक किया गया, जहां जहां बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट को फ्रेंडली बनाया गया, वहां पर अधिक मात्रा में दुनिया के बाहर के लोग भी आने लगे। और इसलिए मेक इन इंडिया या दुनिया में कहीं पर भी समझाना पड़े ऐसी स्थिति नहीं है। और मैं गुजरात सरकार को अभिनंदन करता हूं, उन्होंने अपनी प्रोग्रेसिव नीतियों के आधार पर गुड गवर्नेंस को बल देते हुए फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट को अट्रैक्ट करने में बहुत ही अग्रिमता सिद्ध की है। गुजरात सरकार की पूरी टीम को इसके लिए मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। मेक इन इंडिया has celebrated its second anniversary recently. I am delighted to share that we have become the 6th largest manufacturing country in the world, up from 9th largest previously. Our gross value added in manufacturing has recorded a growth of 9% in 2015-16. This is much higher than the 5 to 6% growth in the previous 3 years. All this is helping us expand the job market and raise the purchasing power of our people, particularly middle class. But the real potential is even higher. To give you a few examples, India's food processing industry is expected to increase almost 5-fold in the next 10 years. No one can imagine. Similarly, India's low vehicle penetration makes it one of the world's most attractive auto market. At the government level, we have to ensure that our growth process is inclusive and embraces both rural and urban communities. क्योंकि भारत ऐसा देश है, हम गांव और शहर के बीच संतुलित विकास के पक्ष में हैं। हमारी नीतियों का लाभ गांव और शहर दोनों को समान रूप से मिलना चाहिए और इसलिए हमारी योजना की प्रायोरिटी में भी गांव को भी उतना ही महत्व मिले। हर विकास की यात्रा का अंतिम बेनिफिट गांव गरीब किसान तक पहुंचे, ये हमारा प्रायोरिटी का रहने के कारण सारी नीतियों के केंद्र में उन बातों को हमने बल दिया है। वी आर कमिटेड टू एन इंडिया विद बेटर जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज, बेटर इनकम, better purchasing power, better quality of life, and better living standards. Friends, our development needs are huge. Our development agenda is ambitious. For instance, we want to provide a roof over every head. हर गरीब को घर होना चाहिए, अपना घर होना चाहिए और 2022 तक होना चाहिए। ये सपना लेकर के हम चल रहे हैं। We want to provide jobs to every hand. 800 million 35 से कम एज ग्रुप के इंडियंस, जो एक प्रकार से युवा भारत है। 800 मिलियन यूथ जिनकी उम्र 35 से कम है। इन हाथ में हुनर हो, काम का अवसर हो, तो नया हिंदुस्तान हमारी आंखों के सामने बना करके खड़ा कर देंगे। ये विश्वास हिंदुस्तान के नौजवानों के प्रति मेरा है, हम सबका है और हम सबका जिम्मा भी है कि उस अवसर को हम दें और हम अवसर दे सकते हैं। संभावनाएं भरपूर पड़ी है। वी वांट टू प्रोड्यूस एनर्जी that is cleaner. We want to build roads and railways faster. We want mineral exploration become greener. We want to build urban amenities that are sturdier. We want to see our quality of life getting better and better. We are taking a leap toward next generation infrastructure in both core and social sectors in both rural and urban areas. This includes freight corridors, industrial corridors, high-speed and metro rail projects, logistic parks, smart cities, coastal zones, regional airports, water, sanitation, and energy initiatives. Our per capita electricity consumption must rise. Even as we do so, we are committed to promoting renewable energy. We are keen to promote tourism in a big way, and this needs tourism infrastructure. जब मैं रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी की बात करता हूं, 175 गीगावाट। एक जमाना था हम मेगावाट की चर्चा करते भी डरते थे। आज देश गीगावाट के सपने देख रहा है। ये बहुत बड़ा बदलाव है। 175 गीगावाट रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी मिक्स, जिसमें सोलार हो, विंड हो, न्यूक्लियर हो, और दुनिया जो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग से परेशान है, उस विश्व को बचाने का सपना हमने भी देखा है और हम भी 175 गीगावाट के कंट्रीब्यूशन से विश्व को ग्लोबल वार्मिंग से बचाने के उस संकल्प को पूरा करने में हिंदुस्तान अपनी नंबर 1 की भूमिका अदा करने के लिए कृतसंकल्प होकर के आगे बढ़ रहा है। तब मैं पूरे विश्व को निमंत्रण देता हूं, आइए 175 गीगावाट रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी के क्षेत्र में इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए स्काई इज द लिमिट और हमारी पॉलिसीज आर वेरी प्रोग्रेसिव। और मुझे विश्वास है कि मानवता का भी ये काम है। जीवन की तरफ देखने का दृष्टिकोण बदलने का अवसर है। हमने 2 शताब्दी एक्सप्लॉइटेशन ऑफ नेचर के अंदर खपा दी है। अब हमारा दायित्व है कि आने वाली शताब्दियों को एक्सप्लॉइटेशन ऑफ नेचर के हमारे सोच में से बाहर ला करके हमारी नेचर को स्ट्रेंथन करने के बेसिक चीजों को लेकर के चलना इसका अवसर है। और उस बात को लेकर के हम चलेंगे तो हम अवश्य ही विश्व में एक बड़े परिवर्तन की संभावनाओं में बहुत बड़ी अहम भूमिका अदा कर सकते हैं। द टारगेट फॉर कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ रोड्स एंड लेइंग ऑफ रेलवेज have been increased manifold. India is going to emerge as one of the world's largest construction markets as it adds millions of homes. All this offers unprecedented opportunities for the investor community. Most of you can work with US in a number of areas, which includes from hardware to software, from soft skills to scientific temper, from defense system to cyber security, from medicine to tourism. I dare say that India alone offers the opportunities that could revival those of an entire continent. It offers today the possibilities of a full century, and we want to do all this in a calendar, greener and sustainable way. We are committed to protect the environment and uphold our responsibility towards nature. Ultimately, this is what India has stood for since ages. Welcome to India, the land of tradition and tranquility, the land of empathy and excitement, the land of experiment and enterprise, the land of openings and opportunities. Once again, I welcome you all and invite you to be part of India of today and India of tomorrow. I assure you that I will be available to hold your hands whenever required. Thank you. गुजरातना भाइयों, आवजो।
जो वादे नहीं इरादे लेकर आए हैं, ऐसे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister, for that very inspiring, motivating and guiding address, which this August gathering will remember for many more years to come. With that, we conclude this inaugural session of the Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit 2017. We request the wonderful people in the audience to remain sitting till the dignitaries depart from this conventional hall. Gujarat is a state where business is celebrated. Be a part of it. Please do take good care of yourself. We thank all of you for being a part of this inaugural session. All the dignitaries, members of the media, industry captains, people from various sectors. A special word of thanks for Gujarat Police for wonderfully securing this event. This is your compeer Hina Saxena with her namaskars.